Happy Friday, everybody. We are on our last amazing special featured guest. We have Mia Hebib from Oblik Atelier joining us today. Also from Brooklyn, another Brooklyn-based artist, so that's wonderful and near and dear to my heart. Here she is right now. Let's get her in. Okay, let's see. I'm going to invite you, sweet. Get in here. Hi. Oh, hello.
Hey,
Hi.
what's up?
How's it going?
It's going all right.
Oh, where are you, by the way? It's like you're right here.
Well, let's see. Where am I? I'm trying to find my way through a maze, but
Oh, well, hello. Oh, hi.
hello.
Okay, we have a little reverb.
Hold on.
Hi. Oh, well, look at who we're joined with today.
I've muted myself so I don't.
Hi.
Oh, this is terrible.
I know. Hi, we're here.
Can we do it this way? We can.
Hi. Double.
Double.
But I think all you got to do is just end it now, and we'll be in here together.
Okay.
Perfect. Well, welcome, you guys. Welcome, Mia Hebib.
Okay. There we go.
Come on in. Woo! We did it! Oh, you guys! We're live.
Sorry.
We're gonna do we get to do, what a treat. We have Mia from Oblik Atelier here who's gonna be doing a live try-on for our week of jewelry joy. So welcome, Mia. It's so good to see you. Yes, we made it, you guys.
We haven't seen each other, I don't even know how long, this year.
Many months.
Yes.
Many months this year, because I've been traveling a bunch, she's been traveling a bunch, we've been really busy. So Mia, tell everybody where you're coming in from. I already told everybody Brooklyn.
South of Brooklyn, south of here. I actually live in Fort Greene, which is maybe about a mile and a half from here, and I work in Prospect Heights. It's also like
Nice little something.
But actually, this was my first stomping ground. Greenpoint was my first stomping ground.
Yes, when you first moved to New York back in the day. Cheers.
I do have a glass.
We are doing wine today if you would like to join us. Also, if you have any questions as we get going, we love audience participation. So if you want to jump in and ask us questions about what we're trying on, that would be awesome. I know I'm seeing a little bit, some people joining. Let's see. Welcome. I'm at Oblik Atelier. So Mia, tell us a little bit about your work.
Okay.
And let's try stuff on.
Sure.
Here's our good friend Narit.
Yay.
Hi, Narit.
Hello, Narit is in Israel.
Yes.
I missed you. I'd love to see you soon.
I know we talked about having a little get together soon because we need to check in with all of our people. It looks like we're going to be going into more, not lockdowns, but a little bit more quiet time. Not as much out. Hot girl summer did not work, but
let's hope that that's not the case.
Yes.
It's going to be all right. Well, I'm happy to be here. Meg and I have done multiple shows together, and we've seen each other's work evolve. And I was just telling her I did miraculously show up here earlier. And if you're going to ask questions, please don't ask questions about my hair, because
stop.
That's in transition. But what I've been doing is this year I started. If anybody's following me, I started working in sterling silver. I was going to do a collection in bronze. I felt like I wanted to do a Brancusi style. It was going to be great. I was going to do men's, all this stuff. And then because of the way that I work, and I work with these giant, thick wires and thick materials, it would not budge. And then instead of walking away from some of these designs, I was like, why don't I just suck it up and buy sterling?
Ooh. So this is what we're going to start with, some of these new pieces.
Yeah, so the collection is called Elemental, and it's all fabricated out of very thick wires. So usually people cast things, but if you cast something like this, it would be impossible to clean. So everything is everything is hand fabricated and folded. So it's got a lot of presence, but it's really, really easy to wear.
Oh my God. This is my
called
fave.
Crossover ring. It's an 8 gauge wire, which is actually a 3 millimeter wire. So it's pretty thick. So part of this is I have a love-hate relationship, because I love making this, I love the way that it looks, but my hands hate it because it's really, really heavy.
This is hot. Look at this chunky. This feels just amazing on the skin. I'm going to put both on for you guys.
So that's flow. And actually this ring, the beauty of that ring is that every single one of them is totally different. So I can't bend wire in the same way. And I love the fact that like each time I fold it, it's like, oh, okay, let me try it again. So that's flow. Same thing, 8 gauge, which is a 3mm thick wire. Everything is hand formed.
Can you see how thick this is, you guys? Look at the cross section. That is a thick. This has a considerable weight. This piece, especially, I would say.
Yeah, yeah. But it's just really good. It's like a very grounding quality to it. That's been actually, since I started this collection I think in the spring, that's been one of my best-selling rings. So obviously, it's been people like the kind of the quality, the weighing down. And then another thing, like, you know, opposite of that is super light. This is called the wishbone. It's a very clean piece. It's one of, actually, I think I put it in stories yesterday. I was working on this because I have an appointment in the coming weeks. And this is just hand-forged wire. And what's really beautiful, it's like I make these, you know, sculptural bigger pieces, but something like this, it's really easy to wear. Like, it's something that just sits. It's very delicate. I tend to focus on this part of women's body, the collar, because these clavicle bones are really beautiful, and you can adjust this obviously too. So, you know, you're there. You go.
I'm like bonier.
Yeah,
yeah. This
I
is
have
great.
a different body, but it's really nice. You can adjust it, and it's just like on a t-shirt, on whatever. You can wear it every day. It's very light.
Oh yeah, this is like look at how elegant.
Yeah. And actually, I've been really happy. Like, I put this work out, and I wasn't necessarily sure. Like, it's always surprising and really cool to see like what people respond to. This has been the number one piece.
I love this. So this is. Tell me a little bit. When you said forging, you're hammering this into these different.
Yes.
Beautiful
so
shapes.
I start with the round wire, and then I hammer the hell out of it. And basically, so you have this undulation between thick and thin. And I love the transitions because it's just twisted, it moves, it's really lovely. So, like, it's kind of the light follows it, the weight follows it. So, it's a really nice piece.
Oh my God, look at that. And I love that you have your little signature.
Yeah, a little logo.
Right there, just on that flat plane. Look, this is a great, this with this, these elements.
Yeah.
Right, it just finishes the piece so beautifully.
Thank you.
This I could see. I feel like you make a hoop.
Okay.
A hoop like this would be great too. You know,
I should.
scale down a little
Totally.
bit. But you
Totally.
did have some new hoops I saw.
Well, yeah, so I have a couple of new styles that I just, so this is called roller coaster. And actually, one of the things that I love, I started, like, these are made out of sheet. And this one from the collection is this one. This is called ribbons. So this is just like another piece. It's just like 2.
Ooh.
But then I want to say that my best-selling earrings, Mobius, everybody loves. And I believe part of these is the fact that the wire is integrated. So that's why I felt when I was making these, I wanted to integrate the wire because I felt like it would be really cool to have it like just be really like nice and easy to wear and like attached.
Oh, I love this. And Cindy's saying she loves the names. I know, like, you really think you're so thoughtful in your naming process. Each name is a story in and of itself.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. I definitely want every piece to have a character. So like the roller coaster, it was going to be something else. And I was speaking to my sister and she was like, it reminds me of a roller coaster. Because it's just like it's kind of similar to a Mobius strip. Like it just goes like all the way around.
It's one continuous piece that you then woke. Okay, my ears are really.
Yes.
I tried on a lot of earrings today.
Yes.
Already, but look at this, you guys. Oh, look at that! It just hugs so beautifully, and it sticks out great.
Yes. Yes.
It has that great.
Yeah.
You guys can see that, right? Because look at the.
And
it does.
on,
I love the integration of that you made. I love that you mentioned that too, because in this is such a nice design element.
Yes. And you can wear these depending on how your base, like whatever the bone structure is, you can wear it in either side. So like either this little piece can like jut out or it could jut in, but it doesn't, you know, it's your personal preference.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so because they're a little bit reflective versions of each other.
Right. It's the left and right.
How hard is that to replicate?
You know.
Right?
I like challenges.
This is a challenge.
Right. Yes.
And they're pretty similar.
Yeah.
You can see that here.
I try.
Whoa, that's really sculptural. Each one is a little sculpture in and of itself. And this is sat down too. So what's cool is when I just tried that on, this is sits down. So this kind of floats up from your ear a little bit, gives a little optical
Yeah.
illusion, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
These silver experiments are going like swimmingly, I think it sounds
Yes. Yeah. I'm having a really great time, and so that cup is new.
Yes, I was like, I love a cuff.
And what's nice about it, I actually wrote it in my I wrote it in my newsletter last week. Like, this was something that I was developing for guys, and it's going to be a unisex bracelet, because my husband can wear it, other people can wear it. It's very easy, and I wasn't sure, like, you could bend it down, but I wasn't sure if it's going to if it will like, if it's worthy. And then a friend of mine came over.
Worthy.
Yeah, exactly. If it was worthy being in a collection. And a friend of mine came over for a studio visit. It was my first in-person studio visit last week. And I was like, oh my God, this is like, she was like, I want this thing. And she took my prototype and I literally polished it. And I
saw that in your news. Okay, get on Mia's newsletter.
Yes.
She puts a lot of thought, and there's a huge story also written into each one, I think, which is really brings a lot to your work.
Thank you.
Shows, like, it kind of will give you a peek into how she names things if you start following, I think, a little bit into your world and what you're thinking of as you like to design and like.
But I'm really excited about that bracelet, and I don't have a name for that one yet. I'm actually toying with a couple of different things because just it's new and it's kind of wild, and the whole collection is called Elemental.
So someone could, maybe we could, like, audience participation.
Exactly.
Send me some names.
Can you name this for me, please? Please do. Please. Yes.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun.
I know.
Ooh, I love, and this just is a great element just to see. It's so comfortable on the back here, you guys, because you soldered this is some big, this is like, this has such a great weight, but you can see it's like really smooth here. Sorry, you guys, if I'm not doing the best job here. Okay, it's really smooth here and soldered together. So it really, it creates this wonderful, like, ending point that feels really wonderful.
Yeah.
Smooth on the skin, really clasped tightly. I can see.
And you can adjust it, right? Because it has a little give, just enough give. Like,
and maybe you'll do a larger size. Maybe you'll do 2 sizes.
Yes, for guys. Yes, exactly. So I'm really excited about this. Please give me a name.
Yeah. Okay,
I love
that.
Infinity.
Okay, this one is just, this is a chunk of silver, which is amazing. We were just talking with Cindy Liebel, and she had just talked about planishing metal. Talk about planishing metal. You really took the round wire and did this. Yeah, gosh darn it, right? Look at that.
If I get really mad, this is the perfect exercise to get stuff. I'm sure Cindy can probably relate to this. You get that in that hammer, you're like, all right, but you do have to do it really gently because otherwise it gets distorted.
Yeah,
so in order to get that fluid S, you have to kind of get at it and make sure that you're doing it so it keeps the shape.
Yeah, and each one is going to feel really.
Yes.
And these are all sized, I'm guessing. So they have you run like sizing. You do 6.
I do 5 through 9. And I do like full sizes because half size is impossible. These things are just so hard to.
They're sculpted,
bend, so I try and kind of like at least
like bending this into a circle is legit a thing, you guys. I make a ring with 8 gauge a long time ago, and it has a circle, and people don't know.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, just whip it. No, you don't just whip it up into a circle. You have to like move the metal with retaining the actual integrity. See how beautifully like Mia's maintained the integrity of the shape of the wire. It's not distorted.
Yeah.
You only intentionally did that here.
Right. And that's actually like, it's good way to say that. I forget how it's hard to make the full circle and make it really nice. And I do struggle. Sometimes I have to like reheat it and squeeze it. And there are a couple times where I actually had to just walk away and scrap that.
To make something so elegant and so simple, it takes time.
Yes.
It's not something it's an intentionality behind the pieces and the actual fabrication of them. There's an intentionality to create this holistic, really, it flows throughout the whole collection.
Right. And then let me show you these crazy things.
These I posted on the postcard because they're so cool.
This is for people that really love something different. Like this is called Current, as in electric current. And it's basically, again, a round wire that I fully flattened on one side, and then I coiled it back up onto itself.
Because this is what it looks like normally. and
Right.
then you flattened it like here, and look,
Yes.
it becomes almost like paper.
Yes.
It feels like paper
Yeah.
thin or origami.
Yeah. Otherwise, it'd be too thick and too heavy. But I love it's this is a labor of love.
Yes.
This is not a little easy.
Do you ever do any rolling mill to help you?
This is on a rolling.
Okay,
mill.
yeah,
Yes,
I'm like,
this is on a
holy
rolling mill.
moly.
Yeah, because you want to stretch it out.
Yeah.
I want to have. I start with a 5. I think I start with a 5-inch round wire, and then I roll it down to 21. Thank you.
This is a great,
Right? It's cool.
and not too heavy for me.
Not too.
and
And I
I'm-
know, and you're super
I'm-
sensitive.
I have already, from trying on earlier, like this last hour, I've already infected ears. So this can go in, feels really good. And look how this hugs. Okay, people are loving that
Thank you.
little. I like the fires.
Yes.
Look at this, you guys.
Yeah, it's like, I don't, this
So
earring
it
is.
starts like this, and then look at how much you get.
Yeah, you get about 20,
2
21
feet
yeah.
from that, and then you're able to coil into this.
Yes.
So this is one piece on itself, you guys. Like,
Labor of love. Labor of love. This
no,
thing.
but you got to talk about this because this is huge. Like, people like look at stuff, and then if you don't hear the story, you're like, oh, okay. But the fabrication behind your work is part of the story.
Yes, absolutely.
It's like
Absolutely.
your hands are in it.
Yes, yes. My hands are in it. They're very. My husband says a lot of times when I go into the studio, she's going into the mine.
Yeah. Oh yes.
She's mining.
It's good. It is. It's because you use a lot of. Look at brilliant work. Isn't it gorgeous, you guys? And like, if you
Thank
want to
you.
see, I see some wonderful faces. If you see anything that you wanted us to try on, or if you check out Mia's website and you're like, we're on here for like another 30 minutes, so keep asking us questions. We'll
For
keep trying
sure,
stuff on
yeah.
for you. Look at.
Thank you.
She brought some extra stuff.
I know. Well, so actually, the part that I want to talk about is
Sure.
I started sterling silver because I wanted to do. I was getting requests, number one, and number two, my failed experiment with bronze and like this whole sculptural story. It died, and I was like, okay, and I basically dropped a pretty penny to buy sterling, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
I invested material, and I was like, let me see what I can come up with. So as a result, actually, and this year specifically, I went back in and also started remaking some of my best sellers in sterling silver.
If you know
So-
Mia's a cuff girl.
Yes.
She's a power cuff girl, you guys.
So this is double fold. It is like a Richard Serra piece.
Mm.
This is like super crazy. And now, like in sterling silver, I feel like I'm just kind of.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. So this is braid.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That's what this one is in yellow.
Yes.
But this one is a little smaller.
This is actually buckle up.
Oh, buckle up. Okay.
Yeah, this is braid. So yeah, I started doing these things in sterling silver because I feel like one of the key things that I talk about, we were talking about presentations for fall and things like that, and I really pride myself in making timeless work, like
Yeah.
seasonless work. So, things that I've sold and made years ago, I still like this earring.
Oh. You have things that are core collection.
Exactly.
Core.
So this is core Mobius earring, right?
And this is the yellow.
Yeah, so this is gold plated, and then this is sterling silver. And it's interesting, like I haven't thought about it, and I was like, oh, let me make it in sterling silver, and of course it's blowing out. So having a
That needed to happen.
exactly precious
Oh,
material makes
yeah.
it then purely timeless. And then of course, like sometimes to custom order, I make piece in gold, which I love.
Oh.
But that's a whole other.
Okay, you guys, DM her for custom 14K
Yes.
or 18K.
Yes.
I could see both of those being beautiful.
Yes. So making it all of these pieces in sterling silver, it just like goes along with the story of timelessness. So
those are, which ones have you chosen that show us some
This
of these
is-
classics that you've
yes.
chosen?
This is tunnel
this
vision.
has a weight.
Yeah. This is tunnel vision. Also my favorite. Also one of the best sellers. It's a beautiful earring. It's a statement earring. It's
Oh.
not, people like when you want a really special piece, this is a really, really special piece.
I love little tunnel.
Yes.
Literally, okay, you guys, the name is Tunnel Vision.
Tunnel vision. Yes.
Don't we all need to know about this? I feel like okay, let me try it on for everyone. Because this is a big earring.
Yes, that's a big earring.
A big flat plane, but also, it has a weight, but it's still wearable.
Yes.
Very
Yeah.
wearable
Yeah.
for me.
So, I think the key when I started doing my work, I wasn't wearing my jewelry. I was just really interested in making it. And then it became about, like, you have to be able to wear it. You have to have these really big sculptural pieces, which is the reason why I sustain my practice in fabrication versus casting. This is a sheet, one straight sheet that I kind of coil onto itself.
One piece, you guys.
Yes.
I feel like you do that a lot. There's a lot of everything has a continuity within the design, but also in the actual material.
Actual making. Same thing with this. This is one single wire.
Oh, this is such a classic.
Yes.
This is like I think like a forward facing, almost like hoop of Mia's.
Yes.
In this really elegant teardrop shape. Look at the reflected versions. You have these little asymmetrical elements that are reflected of each other, so it captures the eye nicely.
Yeah. But that's a single wire that I kind of go fold back and forth into the shape. And usually, you know, teardrops, and actually I'm looking at yours, which is terrific here. Like we wear teardrops the other way, but I think it's so complimentary when you have it facing down.
Me
like,
too.
I think it's just exactly.
I thought about it too, because I think I always descend versus ascend. I did a pair of earrings ascending. You know, they just don't. They're all getting flipped the other way. They didn't work right. They didn't work cute.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. So this is drawing number 1 from the drawing series, and so I just pulled a few things.
I love it.
Continue adding.
And these are so you're adding from the drawing series. You have a drawing series that's more the round wire. So flat planes.
Flat planes is the brass band, and that's the brass band. And then I have the elemental, and I also have a patina collection, which I like. I add things when I feel like it. That's a very special
I love that
collection.
Well, I love that collection because it's like, Oh, I'm looking at the drawing collection. Thanks, Jenny. Welcome.
Hi.
Yes, Jenny. Right. Isn't the drawing collection totally up your alley and would work with all your MPR pieces? Hello. Jenny's
it's very light.
Yes, totally.
Right? It's super light. It's like very easy to wear. They're like comfortable. They are. They make a statement, but they are just they're fabricated, so it's really easy to wear.
Because you're not minimalist.
No,
you're not. Even though there's like a line, and people think, oh, line. It's not minimalist. It's definitely there's a maximalism.
Yes.
And how you make pieces. This is a Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Even this, there's the scale of this. It totally reminded me of my MPR. Yes, Jenny. Yes, it looks so cute with your stuff.
Yeah. But so like this is part of the drawing series. This is a hoop. This is a classic hoop, like super, and you could wear.
Oh,
this.
I have this.
So
okay, I own a lot from the drawing series. Also, I have these wonderful hoops, and my sister too is well, she does curly Sue.
She's got the curly
Sue. It's a little bit different, but similar. Yes. Look at this, you guys. Look at. You know what I love about this, Mia, is that sometimes you do this, and I love this about you. You bring this little tail up here. Yeah. And that kind of hides
the earlobe, the ear hole.
I need to hide the ear holes.
As we age and the droopy and we wear things, I feel like I've gotten a lot of compliments for that. And as a matter of fact, actually, one earring that's very hard for people to understand is this earring, which I love. And for people that
you wear this really well.
I love this.
Show people the trick though, because maybe if they're afraid.
Yeah. So this earring is really special because it covers everything. And then
they're reflected also, so you need to wear one side as one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's close to your face, right? But then it just hugs, the whole. And you could do this. I mean, you could turn it around if you wanted to, like upside down that way.
It has like a crest feeling too, like almost like like antique, like someone had their initials hidden in there, but you look closer, you're like, oh, it's just a little scribble.
But I love the fact that like it hides the ear hole, and it becomes like this whole special piece. And it's one of those things that like unless you see it on,
I'm wearing both of the hoops. Yes. Well, two different sizes. Yeah, totally. And because of my sis.
Yes.
She made me get really into hoops and design them. And look at these two sizes, you guys. And they're different. This is so. I can see this in a million. Are you doing this in sterling?
Not yet.
I can see. Yes. This is. Look at how classic this is.
That's called Mademoiselles. Those are called Mademoiselles.
Mademoiselles. I think these in the sterling. Although I love gold, but the sterling would be this.
I think I actually sold sterling at Mora. I sent her. She sold a lot of the sterling. And then the hoopla is like finer, just a single ear, single wire. This is double wire. That's a single wire. Has like a little, it's almost like a gestural drawing. So it's a little bit lighter.
I'll show you because it is, you get bigger with this, but there's just one wire woven on it. Look at this, back and forth on itself. This one has double.
And it has a little more dimension as well on the side. Yeah.
you
It's a great
capture
piece.
something else, and then the ends, I like how, again, you really finish the end here, just like you did in that cuff bracelet that we tried on earlier. So it has like those little details, which is, so it won't catch weird.
And then let me show you some of the things. Like this is the pandemic earring. This is my bestseller. I feel like again,
perfect for masks.
Yes.
And it covers your ear hole, and it's like a little mini.
It's got a little ribbon. And
I could see this is like a little in the sculpture garden, humongous, Calder-esque, right?
Yes, and here, put it on because I think you could. Yeah, it goes. They go fit sort of face again. They go against your face.
Mm-hmm.
But this earring has been really lovely because they're like small, and apparently somehow miraculously I hit there was a trend of ruffles. I don't know if you noticed.
Oh yeah.
Ruffles.
Oh, everything had ruffles attached. Like did you notice all the leggings all of a sudden had ruffles attached to them?
I had no idea.
You guys notice that?
Oh, damn! I'm onto something. So I have a small version. This is a single. And then I actually have a longer double version. It's called Ruffle Those Feathers. I don't have those here, but they're like a double version.
It's called, Ruffle Those Feathers.
And then this earring is a great title because I was at the studio in April of last year making jewelry and wondering who the hell is going to be wearing jewelry. And I made these earrings and they were called You Get a Medal Kit Just for Showing Up. Because I was like, I get a medal just for showing up for myself and for my art and for what I do.
Yeah, and showing up in your life.
Exactly.
You know, I was thinking about it. A lot of people wore jewelry during the pandemic and bought jewelry because it's more than the jewelry. It makes you feel good. Yes. It's about what's on the inside coming out on the outside. It's so much more. Yes, it is like, it is therapy. Yeah. This is therapy.
But in April in 2020, we really weren't sure like what the hell you were doing. So I was just very happy. And these have been really well received. I make those in sterling silver as well. And they've been really killer.
I feel like everything you see can be done in sterling by special request, but you're building out this kind of core collection.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're kind of picking from
exactly.
And you're putting it together. And everything it's funny because when you have all the gold, it works together, even though there's different materials or different shapes. When you do it with the silver, it all really comes together because of the cohesiveness of the color and the metal.
Yes, exactly. And then during the pandemic, these are like a special earring. I feel like you need this on because again, like the Goldsworthy. So the earrings that I was talking about earlier, the Goldsworthy earring, that's Andy Goldsworthy, the sculptor that I love. But this was inspired by, I visited the Metropolitan Museum. And there is a beautiful pipe organ, really giant pipe organ in the instrument wing, which was renovated. And I sat there for a couple hours and I walked away and I was like, what if I fold this sheet? And it's just this earring is like, it's a really cool piece. Like, it's not for every day, but it's like, if you wanted to make a statement.
Okay, masquerade. Yes. Okay, every time I look at this, I think about those old-timey Venetian masks. Very apropos also to COVID. But I always want to be fancy. This is like the fancy, but I know exactly what we're talking about in terms of the influence of the pipe organ, because you can see all those old-timey, all those brass pipes
all the brass pipes.
So much fodder for your creativity.
Exactly. Exactly. So this is like, it's a little hollow, right?
I love that you set this, you put a big backing on that. Girl.
Yes. Because you want it to lay flat. It's not a heavy earring, but because of the way that it's made, you just want to be able to wear it.
It hugs really nicely on the earlobe, and then it stays on. Look at that. I just love that. And she set that kind of in there. Yeah. Doesn't hang down. It really hugs that ear. Your earlobe is like, let me just fit right in there.
Exactly. And then let me show you some, rings.
I was like, okay, there's a couple rings I want.
Yes.
The rings are fantastic, you guys. This is so fun.
So this is called serpentine, of course. That makes perfect sense. The serpentine is just like, a single sheet that's like folded. And then, you see it from this side.
Ooh, I love seeing it that way.
Yeah. So again, really easy to wear, but like just a cool piece. And you put the other one on.
Oh, I will, because this is, so tell everybody, this is with brass primarily.
This is brass with gold plate.
Oh,
so then this is called I'm Your Wing Woman.
This is amazing. This piece is so...
Yeah, I love this ring.
This is so, like, 60s, but modern. And the way, look at how it sits on your finger, you guys. It's not just straight. It has that 30-degree angle. Yeah.
And what's beautiful about it, it's basically just kind of wedged together. So it doesn't, it's not soldered. I just sort of played with one day. I was trying to make 3 new designs. They all bombed. and I had the scrap, and I just literally kind of hooked it together, and I was like, this is perfect.
It's
I love it.
something that's the most simple things.
Yes. But I'm your wing woman.
You know what you do so well? You play with flat planes.
Yes.
Really, like these surfaces. And to get this look how beautiful the finish is, you guys. Like, it's really just a really clean finish. Like, you polish.
Yes. So the work is actually, pieces always seem, they're seemingly simple, right? But every single piece is quite complex. It requires, fabrication is really hard. And then also finishing, getting all these beautiful things. Like this cup, the tabletop mounted cup. When you have a plain surface like this.
How cute is this together?
Exactly.
This is like old and new coming together, too.
Yes.
This is still all you.
Yes, yes. So, lots of polishing, lots of sanding, prep work, and then you polish it and you plate it. So it's a lot of work.
Oh yeah,
it's a lot of work.
All by hand. I think this is so fun because we've really talked about it this week. People really put their hand into their pieces, and it really shows. Everyone has such a unique voice, and I really appreciate that. Obviously, I curated this.
Yes.
But I think about that. We have a wonderful designer collective of people who are really bringing some interesting. Look at this. I really love this. I love that this was a happenstance too.
I know.
Like how it comes together is.
Yeah, I'm very grateful for those moments. They're not very frequent. A lot of times I walk away super frustrated, but I just wanted to share, like, this is actually brass. So this is one of the new pieces too. This is a little bit more of a drama earring, but this is brass. So this is before I get it plated. And it will tarnish, and you see solder seams, etc. But I just wanted you to see this is made out of the wires, and this is a little bit. It's called combing through. This piece.
This is so. What's so cool is that
there's
a little wave in there.
Yes,
you guys.
yes. It's not. It's always like a little.
It's not just straight up and down. There's a sculptural element to the whole piece. Oh, and I like that because it also lays again.
Yes,
it does something like this to the eye. It tricks the eye.
And also the way that it sits against the face.
Mm-hmm. I love that. Oh yeah, you tried this on. This one you've had for a while.
This one, I put it in. I think I put it in this year.
Oh, you did. Okay, okay.
Really
newer then.
Yeah.
Newer for sure.
Yeah, this is a little bit more of a dramatic piece.
But not crazy
super,
big.
Yeah.
No, it's just like really wearable. Really wearable. Hi, Michael.
Hi, Michael.
Woo! We're gonna get him in here next.
We got some wine.
We're ready for you.
And then so again, like pandemic design is called Anchor Yourself.
Yes, because this I think. Yes. This and this, you can see the relation. Even though scale is so much bigger on this. This is such a good earring.
Yeah, when I did, actually, it was interesting. Years ago, I did a MAD museum residency. And I never considered my work, but I had to kind of go and look at, examine what I've done over the years and talk about it. And that's exactly what happens. Like, if I look at this bracelet, it's got the same feeling to it, but it's sheet, and it looks totally different. And then you start bending wire in the same way, it will look completely different just because of the choices of the materials. But I love the consistency, and when I'm able, you do the same thing with your cables.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I always say I'm inventing hot water. That's kind of what I'm doing.
Yeah. I'm correct. Yes. But we're also, because we're putting our own touch on it, we're creating our own visual language that's materials based and visual and graphic and 3D. This is such a cute, this is a great
anchor
little
yourself.
Exclamation too for your face.
Yeah, I love this piece.
Anchor yourself.
Anchor yourself.
Was that a pandemic name?
Yes.
Yes.
Because you anchor yourself in whatever you needed to anchor yourself in.
And it feels a little bit like anchor. You're not like always on the nose, like you have the Moby Dick.
Yes.
She has like this huge piece, but you're like, oh, you look at it, you're like, okay,
yeah,
I get it.
And then for like those people that are struggling, or not struggling, but like are afraid of some of the things, I do make some small pieces.
Oh, the littles! We didn't see those yet. Look how cute those are.
Super cute. It's like
we got the studs, but even the studs are like little sculptures.
Yeah, but look at that. It's just like a cute little thing.
Oh, it looks.
And then they're left and right. You can wear it the other way too, like put it this way. But I like when the hoop kind of goes against your face. But yeah, they're little.
Oh my gosh! And those you do in also 14K.
I do this in 14K and in sterling silver.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, we got to make sure we hit. you have amazing neck pieces in your core collection.
Yes.
Like some really, again, we were talking about the power cuffs. She has some power necklaces too. I would say like shields.
Moby Dick. I brought Moby Dick. I didn't pull it out, but I'll show you. Just because we have it.
Yes.
Why not?
That's okay. I'll keep trying stuff on. Look at that. Oh, hello.
Oh yes.
Right.
That's called the Tabletop Mountain.
You guys.
Oh yeah. Here's the shield. So, this is from the original collection, the brass band that started everything. But this is a really big piece, but it's really light.
You guys, look at this.
Yeah.
It is super light. Again, for how you think it's going to be super heavy. I like that you did the leather edition too, because
it's just soft.
Yeah.
And also, everybody has a very different way they want to wear it. You can wear it super high, super like a little bit lower, depending on what you're wearing.
That fits in really nice right there.
I know.
For me, so this is such a look at this sculpture. I would definitely hang this on the wall.
Yeah.
This is like a sculpture, totally.
Yes. But it's like a really nice shape, and it's called Moby Dick because it reminds me of the fin. It has like a little bit of a fin feel to it, and that is a beautiful piece. You know, it's a giant sheet of metal, but it's very thin. Not super thin that it would thin like
it won't distort shape.
Exactly.
Yeah, look at it's like a mirror.
Yeah. Luckily, your studio is
it's
clean.
so clean.
Nice.
Yeah, sure.
And then this design, I think you will appreciate this. I don't think I ever spoken to you about this. You know Iris van Herpen?
Yes,
designer?
obsessed.
Her work is amazing. She does like these laser cut fabrics, like super amazing in her expression. And so this one is called Iris Do Things Differently, because it's just like she would, I took these sheets and I just kind of like bent them together and folded them together. But again, it's like a really easy piece to wear.
So sculptural, I would put it with these.
Yeah, like very simple. Very
super
simple.
little, super cute. Look how good this earring is. It's simple, but there's a lot of there's a lot of shape there.
And again, that one covers the ear.
Yes, that's a good, like with any of her pieces, like this with a big neck piece. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I know.
Do the side view for everybody.
Really, really nice dimensional, but like super light. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
And I'm wearing the malapi. This is, my friend just gave this to me yesterday. These are Tibetan prayer beads, and I feel really connected to them. That's why I'm wearing them. But look at this. This is just really, really nice. Like, and like that. If you just
and the asymmetry of that going up like this is really elegant. You really play with that, especially because the clavicle is so
it's such
so,
a sensual part of women's body. I tend to really do a lot here.
You do, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And it means that pieces need to be kind of almost fit to you.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, have some aqua.
I will right now.
So that's it. That we've kind of. Oh yes. Okay. Well, we end on a
perfect ending note.
Yes. Super. Thank you, Megan.
I'm here for you.
So last year during the pandemic, we all tried to do something, and I was walking. I would get up at 6:30 in the morning, and I'd get up and walk about 5 miles every day. And I found a graffiti artist called Jay Goldcrown. He's got these super colorful, kind of asymmetrical hearts. And I was like, I want to make a heart. And I made these hearts, and I was like, what am I going to do with these hearts? And then I sent them to my friends. And then I started having conversations with them. So it became this project called Let's Embrace. And Megan has a pair of earrings.
I have the cutest littles. I have two of them, and I wear them stacked together.
Yes, which I
so
love.
Cute.
I love. So essentially, these earrings, it started with the earrings. They're just tiny little hearts.
This is exactly the size I have too, by the way.
And they're super light and super easy to wear. I love them. But there's a whole story behind them, and they're interviews, and I've interviewed about...
It's on your website,
Yeah,
right?
it's on my website. It's called Let's Embrace. So look at these. And, when I originally started, I was doing only gold-plated brass.
It's so sculptural.
Now they're sterling silver or 14 karat. I want them to be forever.
Okay.
And I think that they're really lovely. And then
with more of a matte finish, everybody.
Exactly.
Just to give you a little heads up, a little bit matte finish. Not your shiny, a little bit different. Are you doing the gold in the matte too?
Yes. The gold is in matte, so I do it in 14 karat and in sterling silver. And there's a small one, which I love. Oh. But then there's a big one too. And I actually love...
I like the stack.
I know.
Yes.
I posted this yesterday, and everybody's like, oh, I love the two together. I was like, I need to give this to myself. I have yet to do that. But I love Like just
And you saw the new like way to stack 2 necklaces?
yeah.
Where you connect them together and then wrap them
Oh.
double to give yourself so they sit in perfectly together.
Oh,
That's a new way of doing that. So you
That's
take your
perfect.
2 chain necklaces, connect them instead of stacking one and one
Yes.
and clasping in the back. You connect them and then double wrap around, and then they'll lay perfectly inside of each other. Oh, God, I love stuff like this.
I love this. But anyway, this project has
How
been
cute!
so,
You definitely need this.
I love what this project brought me. I met some really beautiful people. I had wonderful conversations with them. I was able to highlight other people's stories. I gifted them these things. They were like so grateful. Everybody was just so excited. So it's not just hearts. If you look at my work, I never do anything figurative. But
I know it's like a big departure for
exactly.
you.
But it was like it needed to happen. Like for, pandemic kind of brought things to us that that just you needed to do something different for yourself. Now
We're gonna try it. Look, she's gonna do it right now. We're gonna test it on air for you guys.
Let's look at if it fails.
You know who's taught me this? Or I was watching stories, Adornment in Theory. If you guys follow them,
Yeah.
they had they do really cute stories, and they have
The drunken filler.
yes,
history is like my
yes. That's what I
favorite.
was like. I'm like, let's
Like-
recreate that tonight.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Right? Like you can
Oh my God, you're right.
yeah, you just have to do it. Yeah, right.
I love it. I actually like it this way too.
Yeah, you can do all these different stacks where you can stack it, where you can go tighter.
So cute. Okay,
Yeah.
and I'm like
New
I
look.
need
That would be a
this.
cute necklace. 2 hearts together. You have a whole bunch of fodder
I
there.
know, I know.
I can see you in the yellow gold in that too.
Yes.
A soft matte yellow gold or a
Yes.
two-tone.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that is such what a lovely story. What beauty to come out, taking something that was inspirational and bringing something really different, and also you push yourself in a completely different way.
Exactly.
There's
And
nothing wrong with it.
Exactly.
We needed that this year. We all need
Yes.
to be pushed in a different way because it was really hard.
Yes, it was really hard, but we made it. Thank you for having
Oh
me.
my God!
This
What
is
a
so
pleasure.
fun.
You
This is
guys,
so fun.
we're gonna do this more as we get more opened up, and I let people into the studio a little bit. You saw Michael last week. We had Mia this week, and what a fun week! You guys, so fun, and what joy to be able to share some jewelry with you and get to play dress up, and we got to see designers from all over the country. If you are a retailer and you want to see more, we're having a special session on Zoom on Monday, August 16th. That's this Monday, August 16th at 2 p.m. Eastern. You can register our link in bio on my website, and we'll be there trying on tons of jewelry, doing this a little bit more, and maybe having a little fun, hang out and talk and chat.
Yes.
So
Really nice group of people.
yeah, we're a really good group of people, and we're getting ready for our fall and holiday season. So this is a great little preview. If you saw something you liked and it's not on people's websites, DM all of us, and we will help you out, and we'll get you that right piece. So, Mia, you guys,
Thank you.
a wonderful TGIF. Till next time.
Yes.
Bye.